Yes, lads, welcome back to another video. In this one today, I'm going to be showing you how you can set up rivers inside of Unreal Engine. It's going to be a pretty simple tutorial, but it should be quite valuable for people that are wanting to add rivers into their landscapes. So, enough yapping, let's get started. The first thing you're going to need to do is, in any project, go to the plugins folder, just type in water, and we're going to need this one here, this water experimental and water advanced. You don't actually need the advanced one, but we're going to add that one anyway. Then we're going to go and, for the sake of this tutorial, create a brand new level, and we're going to do empty open world. And there's a couple of things I just want to do quickly. I'm going to go into landscape mode, and I will be importing from file. I've already downloaded a height map. If you don't know how to do this, I did show everybody the other day in the other video, but you don't have to do it. I'm just going to change this to, like, I don't know, 20. And then here is our landscape. And also, I just imported these landscape materials from Fab, which I thought could be a quite interesting video, because I did show people how to paint the other day, how you can paint rock, snow and grass. But with a system like this, if I just type in landscape material, it actually does it all for you. So, and it looks amazing. So one sec. Landscape material. And I think I just downloaded one of these. I can't really remember which one it was, but it was definitely a free one because I've not paid for anything. So just filter it on free, and it was this one. No, this one here. MW Landscape Materials, and they look amazing. So what we can actually do is go into here, and in this folder, materials, landscape, and we're going to use any, really. Drag that in there, import, and then we should have a really amazing looking landscape in, honestly, not that much time. And it looks a little bit weird, but that's because we haven't added any lighting. So we're going to go to Window, Environmental Light Mixer, click all these buttons. You'll see how amazing this looks. Like, we can actually just go in and game mode override, BB third person character, drop in, and we can play. Look at that, we have an amazing looking landscape already. If you would like me to make a landscape like this, a material like this, just let us know in the comments below, and I'll get that sorted. But that's not what this video is about. So we're just going to save this map, and I'm going to show you how you can really quickly just add in a river. So if you just type in water here, we can go water body river, and I'm going to drag it up here on this mountain somewhere. Click water for the layer, and then let's go all the way over here, and here we are. It has brought us to this, and this is our river, and it's going to carve it out of our landscape. So as you can see, it's deforming the landscape. We don't really want this, so we're going to go to details with the water body selected, select all splines, and then we can actually go ahead and, I don't know, move this down to start with, and then we can disable this grid. Where is it? It's annoying me, it's in our face. Then we're just going to click this end spline, and if you can't see the spline, it might be quite hard to see on your screen. We can actually use these buttons to go next, backwards. So what to edit this spline, I could go up and drag it like this, or you know, the opposite, or we can go to the end one just like this, and we can start to adjust by dragging out. And if we hold Alt and drag out, it'll make a new spline. Then we can drag this one down and make some kind of like weird thing. So that's how you change the positioning. There is some settings that you can mess with. Kind of want to make it so it looks like it's getting like water from the mountain, the water starting from the mountain. With this selected, we can actually go down and go to river width, and we can change the width, but not only just change it, like we can change it for each spline. So if I wanted it really wide here, I'm pretty sure you can just, you know, oops, too much. Yeah, you can change the width here, and as you can see, this one's quite thin. Let's just move that up a little bit, a bit too much. There we go. Just something like that. This one we're actually going to reset. I don't even know what it was to begin with. 1,000, 2,000. That, and now we're getting this shape. Move that up a little bit like that. Okay. Now, as you can see, it is quite like linear. It doesn't really look that realistic. But what we can do is go to, obviously we can change the velocity of, let me just undo that. You want to make sure if you change the velocity, you select all spline points because it'll look weird. Unless, for example, this one actually, no, I was wrong then actually. Because if you change this to, I don't know, 500, you'll see that the water comes out a lot faster here. Like, there we go. And then here, it goes slower. Now, why would it ever do that? Well, actually, if we was on a slant, how could we do this? I'm just trying to think. What was that? Right. So say we're on 3000 velocity. And then we go to this one. We set this one to 3000 velocity. Now, if we add another slope here, where the water starts going back up, obviously it's going to go fast here, but it would never go fast up here, would it? So what we could do is change the velocity of this one here, or this one here, sorry, to like, I don't know, 1500, like that. And as you can see, it comes down fast, and then it slows as it gets up the hill. Like, you can see the water's getting a lot slower here, and then maybe here somewhere we could make it a lot faster, really fast. Yeah, like that. So it looks like a bit like a waterfall. Now, it's not really looking that natural. So what we're going to do is select all of the splines all at once. And we can change some of these values. So depth of the river, obviously, you can see that the river gets more and more flat and the water is running through, but it's barely visible. If we do that, then you can see it's absolutely a lot deeper. I don't know what the original was. I don't know. 1000. And then we need to change some of the other settings. So it was the height settings. So search height. Make sure you have water body river selected, and then you can change some of these blend modes if you want to mess around with that. I'm not going to mess around with that this video, but I'm definitely going to mess around with some of these settings right here. So what I'm actually going to do firstly is just move this back down like this, and we can make this look a little bit more natural. Go here and remove that. Oops. Water body river, select all splines. Then we're going to search for height, and we can change these fall off. No, the z-axis, sorry. So the z-axis, as you can see, when we move this up, it's going to create like this ditch, and it only affects the side of the river. So we could just reset that and go to 200. Yeah, it just adds a bit of a bank next to the river here. As you can see, we're still getting some vegetation on the sides. Now, if you don't like how thick this is, because obviously it can go really high like this. If you don't like the thickness, you can also change that too by going to the edge offset here. And if I just go up in the sky, you can see what much of a difference this is making. So it just carves out around the edge of the bank like this. Sweet. Is there anything else that we can actually change? Let's just move this back down a little bit. Okay, so there is some other settings. I haven't played with these too much because I kind of want to keep this tutorial quite fast and simple. I have explained that you can add extra splines by holding Alt and then just dragging it just like up here, like that. As you can see, that's moving there. Select all and go down to, where was it? The displacement maps. Okay, so here it just adds a bit more of a displacement. I have all the splines selected currently, and if we just go and change displacement, you can see that, there we go. it is displacing the entire landscape. So it's all about just tweaking these settings and finding out what's best for you. I'm gonna reset that. I don't know. I don't exactly know what the tiling does. So maybe we can just change this about now and have a look. Doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. The curl amount should add some more variation on the sides, I believe. So let me have a. Oh my god, what have I just done? When was it? Yeah. So here you can see that it's adding some variation on the sides here. Slightly move this up, just so it looks a little bit more natural. Do we have all the spline? I don't think we got all the splines selected here. Yeah? I think we do. There we go. Right, okay, so it's just adding some different variation to this, which I think looks pretty good. We definitely don't want it looking natural. So let's just change this. Where was that? Like I said, you are probably better off just going in and testing different settings and seeing what you like. But if we go up to the top now, and I'm just going to really quickly click play, I'm going to drop in, and you can see the sheer scale of this mountainous landscape with our river inside. Just go down into here, and look how cool this is. The river starts, and obviously you can tweak the settings. The water's coming out extremely fast right now, and then as we go down, it'll slow, and it'll eventually come out to here where we can fill a pool, and we can do all different kinds of stuff with this. So I just wanted to make a really quick video on how to do that. I hope somebody's learned something new and somebody got something valuable out of this tutorial. Even if it wasn't the river, maybe you didn't know how to do the landscape. If you didn't, I do recommend checking out the videos I made in the last few days. I've done a custom vegetation editor, a landscape material where we can paint it in, and a few other things. So if you want any of these project files, make sure you go and check out the Patreon. Subscribe if you like videos like this. I'll keep them coming. Don't you worry. And yeah, if you like the video, like the video. I'll catch you later. Peace.